Hey Adobe Live family, welcome back to day 2 of our Ads Made Easy Bootcamp. We are so excited because today we have a lot packed in and lined up for you. If you're just tuning in, welcome. For the last day and now 2 days, we have taken over the Adobe Live YouTube channel. My name is Brittany Megan. This is
Chris.
And we're part of the Socials Stilettos team. We're a marketing agency based in Toronto that helps elevate businesses and build iconic brands. And we like to think that we know a thing or two about ads and running ads and successful ads for your business. So as we jump into today's streams, we have 2 incredible streams lined up for you. First one here, where we're going to be talking about ads for service-based businesses and some call outs that make that just a little bit different than the product-based businesses that we really focused on yesterday when we showed our merch. And then second one, we're going to be walking through everything that we did yesterday with a recap of an end-to-end workflow so that you know exactly what to do when it comes to creating your ads inside of Adobe Express. How are you feeling, Chris?
Guys, I'm going to be honest, I'm tired this morning.
We're tired, but we're here. I have my Megan matcha. If anybody doesn't know this, I have stolen Megan's drink order every time I'm in the office, and matcha oat milk with sugar-free vanilla is the way to go. Hey, Jacob. Hey, Bree. Hey, SK. We saw Bree and SK, congratulations on becoming Ads Made Easy certified yesterday. We saw your certificate pop up. We'll be flashing that up later today as well so that you can go ahead and remix the certificate, make it your own, so stay tuned. As we get ready to jump in, I'd love to ask the chat how we're feeling from yesterday. Do we have any questions about the bootcamp so far, about running ads for your business? And also, are you a small business or maybe a creative who's looking at running ads? As we talked about today, we're going to be really diving into service-based businesses. And I think when it comes to service-based businesses, before we kind of switch over to our screens here, some of the key differences that you're going to want to keep in mind is really like service-based businesses, you have to lead with authoritative ads. This is going to mean you have to lead with value and education and really build this space where you're providing an experience versus products are a little different. You can show the product and yes, people still want to get to understand the business behind the product. Like if you think about, Chris, how you naturally buy products, like I'm curious, what kind of ads work best for you?
That's a good question because I don't really think about it.
It's just kind of like, and that I think not thinking about it is a good cue to say that like a lot of people, when you're consuming content in a natural or organic basis, the ads that are going to work best for you are going to be the ones that feel like they're kind of being naturally placed into your feed. They're not really going to be the ones that feel super adsy or don't have any value to it when you're seeing them. Hey, Drew.
What's going on, Drew?
Hi, Sean. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into this. I want to take a second as well to flash up this post from earlier this year. Alexia might have to flip us to the other side here so that you can screenshot this or take a little photo of this. These are keyboard shortcuts for Adobe Express. I'll go this way. For Adobe Express. So these are going to be super handy to have on the side while you're working or to refer back to. You totally forgot about this post yesterday, didn't you?
I sure did. I sure did.
Other than copy and paste, what's your most used Adobe Express shortcut? What would it be?
My most used?
Yeah.
Probably the alt-click one that I was talking about yesterday.
Yeah, for me, it's like, I think it's like command and then the bracket to move my layers around. I love that one. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into this. So if we're looking at things from a service-based lens, we're going to hypothetically, it is something in the works, hypothetically launch a merch design service today. So let's go ahead and create something for our Instagram feed that really helps to promote this new hypothetical coming soon service that we have. So as always, keeping in mind aspect ratios is going to be super, super important. For the Instagram feed, if you have not already noticed, the feed has now moved into a 4:5 formatting. 4:5 or 4:3? 4.5. 4.5. 4.5 formatting.
Go off her, guys.
And honestly, like when we kind of pop in here to our post, it is already sized. But Chris discovered this the other day that we always love highlighting, that there is something called safe zones. So
Sure is.
where do we find these, Chris?
I mean, I don't know how to direct you to it, but if you go to the top and right beside background color there you go, you have safe zones.
They're on here, so you can just easily click them on. You can see it showing for an Instagram portrait post, and see when we toggle this on, all of a sudden, we now have this blue, would you call this a margarine? Margarine? Bleed? What is the design
Well, it's
term
not
for this?
margarine, it's a margin, but...
Margarine! Guys, it's still the morning. Okay, margin. Oh my goodness. Okay, we have our margins here. That's really going to allow us to see what's going to be inside of our safe zones, if you will. I don't even know what else to call them, but ultimately keep them within the space that's not going to get cut off on the feed.
Jacob's saying, I feel like Instagram's formatting changes every week. Also, what's going on, Nate? Nice to see you again.
Same. Welcome back, Nate. Yes, and honestly, I can't agree more with you, Jacob. I feel like things are always changing, and this is why it's so important to be using platforms and softwares that are keeping up with the updates just as fast as things are moving. And I feel like I say this all the time, but Adobe Express is like, for me, it's always like a Christmas little party bag. Every time I come in here, there's a surprise present of a new feature waiting for me. So that is like my favorite thing, I think, about Adobe Express. So let's go ahead and we'll open up. We have a couple of things, our brand kits here, which we went through yesterday. If anybody needs a recap of brand kits, let us know. We can walk you through this. You can see our brand color palette here. We are a very pink agency. Chris, fun fact, is also the only guy that's ever worked at Socials and Stilettos. How does it feel passing the torch? Is it very pink for you in our office?
I mean, yeah, the whole room's pink. I mean...
True. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring in some... I feel like I want to start with bringing in some of our cutouts of our merch, because this is a merch design service. I think we really want to give an idea of what we could do for a business or brand, right, Chris?
Mm-hmm.
And I actually think that I need to open up. You shared with me from the file that you and Amanda worked on yesterday, some with no backgrounds already, which is so great.
Yeah.
You guys did all the hard work. I love it.
Well, actually, you and Amanda did the no backgrounds.
Actually, true. Me and Amanda. I supported Amanda. I was her emotional support companion.
I'm not bullying her, guys. It's my sister.
Okay, let's go ahead and open this up. Mercury is also in retrograde, which I was saying all day yesterday if you were here. It is in retrograde, so if we have any technical difficulties, just know we're working through it with you. When you have multiple tabs open for projects in Adobe Express, something that I don't know if people know is that you can actually copy. So I just Command C and then Command V and bring in your elements from other projects. I feel like that's always something that mind boggles people that haven't known or used that before. So we're going to bring in some of these shirts. This one here I'm obsessed with. What is your favorite sweater or a t-shirt that we've done, Chris? Out of curiosity.
That's a good question. Give me a second to noodle on it, and I'll get back to that. While I watch them be put in here, I'll probably jog my memory.
I feel like this one, honestly, I'm a little biased, but this one here, if you can see it, we'll zoom in a second. My job is memes. Fun fact, this, if you didn't see this yesterday, this was literally generated in Adobe Firefly, this cat. So I love this so much because, and I just need to plug, like I love that Adobe Firefly is commercially safe and we can use it for things like this because that is, for me, such a game changer when it comes to creating things that maybe are not yet available. And if you're looking for, you know, an easy way to do this as well, inside of Adobe Express, I'll open up a third tab of the day in Adobe Express and hope that we don't crash.
What's going on, Maggie? Maggie needs a creative department crew neck right now.
Same. Literally, do you know how hard it is in our office? We have all of this merch lined up, and every single day we're all pulling like little pieces of merch to film reels, and it's so much fun. Quick actions inside of here, you can see that if we scroll all the way down, we have generate image. So you can always play around with some Firefly powered tools inside of Adobe Express, which is great. Love, love, love. Okay. So we have creative department. We have my job as memes. Let's see if I can find something. This also really fun, AI generated. This is my literal car. So that is fun. We have our out of office. What do you think, Chris? What should we do as the third one?
I mean, we only have pink in there right now, so I feel like either we follow the pink theme or we shake it up a little bit.
Wow. Chat. Let's ask the chat. We'll do this one, iconic AF, or should we do this one, main character energy? Let us know in the chat. We'll play elevator music while we wait. We're waiting. Chat, don't leave us hanging. Black, iconic, or main character energy? Let's see. In the meantime, while we do this, let's go and play around with some shadows.
I see one for main character energy.
I was feeling the same vibe, Baggy. Second one, main character energy. Okay, thank you. Okay.
We have 3 main character energies.
Here for it. I'm so glad we're all on the same page. Okay, so main character energy. My brain wants to bring this up, I think, maybe, and have it go sweater, t-shirt, sweater, but I'm not sure. What do you think, Chris?
I mean, yeah, that makes sense. It's like kind of a pattern.
Kind of creating a bit of a triangle a bit. The rule of the triangle, as Nate would say from yesterday's stream. Okay, so we kind of have these plopped in here. I'm going to bring this a little bit bigger. And now let's go ahead and add some shadows in. A really cool effect as well I love to do. I am such a duo-toned girly. So if you ever want to play around with some layering or shadowing effect and have something a little different than the generalized shadow features, you can always go in here and duotone and bring in your favorite colors. So we'll do maybe like the dark pink. I actually don't know if there's been one stream where I haven't done duotone in some way, shape, or form. I actually don't know the answer to that. I feel like it doesn't exist.
I think I was talking about duotones yesterday. I don't know if you did.
Were you?
Yeah.
I love it. So that's one cool thing that we can do. And I love doing that on photos of people as well. I feel like it just gives a different look and a different effect. We can also go in here and add in some classic shadowing effects and change the colors. So this is one example. We could do something a little smoother. We could do a little bit of a lift, a glow. The glow is really cool. What do you love, Chris? Glow?
For something like this.
Hazy is kind of cool. It kind of gives like an aura almost.
It's kind of giving spray paint.
Yeah, a little bit, right? Strong, which kind of is doing a little bit of what the duotone did a little bit. Halo is also really cool. I think for me it's between halo and hazy, and I think hazy looks really cool. What do you think? Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll do hazy for all of them. I'm here for it.
Love it.
Oh, not glow, hazy.
I use duotone to pull in some brand colors to make, oh my goodness, guys, to make things feel a little more on brand all the time.
I love that, Maggie.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love that. We're big duotone fans. I feel like especially like for making any kind of image pop from the background, if you want something that looks a little different, like duotone is so fun to play with, or this is like such an agency issue. But sometimes we have clients that do not have proper brand kits and we need their logo in more than one color. So there has been a couple of times where we've done duotone to switch the color of a client's logo because they didn't have the color formatting that we needed. Shout out to that issue if anyone can relate. If there's any designers in the chat of not knowing or not clients not having proper brand kits is a real thing. Okay, so I am loving this effect here. What are we thinking, Chris?
I love it.
I'm so glad.
Great.
I'm so glad. Okay, I did have a project. Let me see. I'll go back over here with my copy in it so that I didn't get lost because knowing me.
Perfect.
So we have our iconic merch design package, perfect for the small businesses who are ready to increase brand awareness like never before. Get started today. So super important with your ads that we do have some sort of pain point call out in there. You really want to create space for somebody to see an ad and feel like, oh, wait a second, this is what I need, or this is like speaking to me, or a struggle that I have currently. And I think like going back to product marketing or product ads, you can kind of get away with a lot of the times having products that are really cool or that kind of speak for themselves. But when you have a service, you kind of need the service to do the speaking, the ad to do the speaking for the service, right? Does that make sense, Chris?
No, that does make sense. I agree.
Okay, what do you think, Chris? Chris is one of our designers. What do we think we should do for the heading? A specific font, if you will? Is there one that you would suggest? I wonder if we put package in like our cursive font would be really cool.
I would think that, yeah.
Okay, so let me see if I can find our brand kit. I'm under the wrong branding as always. Okay, so here we go. Maybe we'll do iconic merch design like this. And then we can do package below. Could be really cool.
Absolutely.
Okay. And package, we'll move this into our cursive font. Okay, perfect. What do we think?
Love it.
Okay, and I think we'll try seeing if, and see what we're doing. We have these safe zones to follow, which is so great. We love a good safe zone moment, right, Chris?
Exactly.
This is like Chris, I feel like this was Chris's feature, the safe zones. Like, I remember in the office, we were talking about this yesterday too, but Chris actually like found this feature, tumbled on it randomly one day.
I got way too excited about it.
So excited. Like, we literally stopped ourselves in our tracks in the office and we had to go through all. We're like, wait, what? Where do you find that? Like, I love it. Okay. So we have this main piece of copy. I'm not thinking the black. What do you think, Chris? What color?
What color for the body text, right?
Honestly, for the heading, like, well, I mean, for all text, like, I typically don't like using black in our branding, which you know, but this I don't feel will stand out enough unless we change maybe the background color. We could make it a lighter pink.
We could try a lighter pink.
And then a lighter glow, right? Which probably, I don't know what it is. I feel like we've always kind of not really used black as a main color in our branding. I think it's like, I don't know, like it just kind of feels out of place, don't you think?
Yeah.
Sometimes our lead brand designer, Abby, will like throw black into the graphics and immediately I'm like, I don't know if I'm ever ready to have black as a main color in our branding. Is anybody else like that? Like, I just feel like so limited by that color for some reason.
Bree's saying the phone version for Express has a bleed option that you can change. That's pretty cool.
That is so cool. I actually am somebody who loves to design or do things on a computer. But I'm curious to know in the chat, like, are you guys using Express on your phone, on your iPad, or on a desktop? Curious. You're kind of the same way, right, Chris? You're also always using, I feel, the desktop. But it's also because we're in the office doing things
Purples
too,
are
right?
a fun way to get around using black. Yeah, absolutely.
That is a fun way, Jacob. I love that.
Shelby on Behance is saying, love the way it's looking so far. Nice.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shelby.
I feel that I need to like really reiterate, you guys, I am not a designer. I say this in every single stream, but like I really am not a designer girly at heart. Like I'm a social media girly. So everything that I've picked up along the way has really been from seeing really cool creatives on Adobe Live and learning from what you guys are all doing. So when you have comments like that, it means the world to me, but also shows like how incredible this community is. And we've been able to connect with one another and like really support each other through learning and growing our creative careers. So love you guys.
Again, you get a heart from me. I don't do this, guys.
If you're like me and you're writing out your copy and your graphics and you get instantly irritated by seeing this little red line, because trust me, I know I am spelling merch correctly.
Are you smelling the merch?
Smelling the merch. You can just toggle off check spelling and that line goes away, which is so helpful because, like I said, I feel like we also spell words a little funny. Sometimes we have our own twist on a few little words at Socials and Stilettos. So that little, like, you know, that little line is super irritating sometimes. Okay, so this one here, I think we changed to Commuter Sans. That is our body font, right, Chris?
Thank you, Jacob. Jacob knows game. He gets the swatch.
I don't get it.
We get it, Jacob. It's okay.
I'm really trying to get it. I don't get it.
My watch.
Oh! Literally took me a hot second, you guys. I'm like, wait, I don't understand. My brain is not braining this morning. Okay, Commuter Sans. Chris, do you do anything to this font when you do work with it? Like, is there any tips you have?
Yesterday I made it extra bold just because it was in the background.
Okay.
For like the new graphic
okay.
that I had with Lauren. That's the only one though.
Okay.
Honestly, also, sometimes I like changing the line spacing.
The line
because I find
spacing.
it's a bit far.
It is. I was actually just going to say the same thing. I feel like sometimes the line spacing throws me off, and especially because like up here we've really like tightened this into each other. Line spacing, super easy to find. 3 dots. We can bring this right down. Do you have a preference of?
Usually I'm at like about a 1.
Okay, perfect. We'll move this to increase brand awareness like never before. Okay. How do we feel about that copy there? Any notes? Would you change it? Would you move it anywhere?
I don't know if I like all the orange.
All the orange. Okay. Would we do pink, or does that not stand out enough? It feels like now we're really orange up here.
I really think we should do some of the cream.
Cream? You think it's going to stand out? We're going to
We'll
try.
see. No. Not at all.
But, I mean, we could do a shadow behind or something, maybe.
Do the outline.
Or, like, a shadow. Maybe we do the shadow in pink. No.
No.
I stand corrected. Smooth, maybe? No.
No. Ignore me.
Oh, well, hazy kind of gives the same look like
Mm-hmm.
the rest, but it doesn't really stand out legibility-wise, right?
No.
And I think especially for ads, you want to make sure that everything
Yeah.
is standing out.
Absolutely.
So, next suggestion. You said to do a different color. Let's see. Should we try the black? Is it like...
No.
Okay.
No.
I'm glad you said no, because I was immediately screaming inside. I don't know. Like,
Orange shadow, SK is saying. We could try that.
let's try the shadow. That's a great suggestion. Orange shadow. So, what kind of shadow is the question? Like the glow?
I think my rule of thumb for the text is I usually just do strong shadow.
Strong shadow. Where? Oh. Okay, orange we can't see too much. So I wonder if it's... Thoughts? I'm still not crazy about it. What if we just try the lighter background? And that might give us more playroom?
Maybe.
Let's try.
SK is saying the glow shadow.
The glow shadow. Okay, let's try this lighter background and see. What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's change this. We'll go with the light pink shadow, I guess.
Yeah, for the shirt.
Like this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. As we kind of move through this, chat, let us know if you have any questions about running ads as a service-based business. Something else that I really wanted to talk with y'all about today that we kind of covered yesterday was boosting versus paid ads. There's these really cool transition videos that we've been putting in behind a lot of the streams between today and yesterday with lots of juicy tips around specifically running ads for your business. And one of them talked about boosting versus paid ads. And I actually love the light background. What do you think?
I'm a fan.
It took us a second to get there, but I'm glad we got there. And then we will probably be able to remove the shadow, right? So it's not so...
Absolutely.
Okay. Boosting versus paid ads. I think like another thing that you're going to want to keep in mind if you're trying to build out an audience or you want long-term gain is to consider boosting your posts, especially on Instagram versus running a paid ad. Boosted posts have like kind of a bit of a longer term gain. So if you are a service provider or you're somebody who specifically offers a service. This could be designer, this could be a med spa owner, this could be a marketing agency, a social media manager, the list goes on and on and on. But looking at your content and seeing what's performing really, really well already and then running it as a boosted post is so great because then, especially if it's something value driven and something that has a lot of education around it. So anytime that we kind of do this, looking at things that are really like giving value. So June social holidays was like a really good post that we had that we could have boosted, or something that's kind of, again, giving like this, giving content ideas. And then we could like specifically boost this to an audience of people in this industry or space. And what's cool about this is that when people are seeing this, it's going to cue something to say, oh, this is super valuable. Let me save this for later, or let me follow this page to get more tips like this. And if it's something that you're regularly doing, it's such a great way to build out an audience that, again, is a longer term gain. They might not purchase from you right now, but later down the line when they're ready, when you've really established that know, like, and trust with them, it's such a great way for them to kind of have that in place and not just see an ad run for one time, skip over it because there wasn't that value there for them. And then, you know, it kind of, you never see or hear from that lead again, which is, I think, one of my biggest tips. So taking a look at your feed, seeing what's performing really, really well, infographics, like static one-page infographics or carousels do really well. This was a graphic that we did that It had a lot of saves on it. So this kind of gives a good indication that this could be something that we could boost, and it could be a great way to bring in traffic. Jacob says, for those that might not know the difference between a boosted post and a paid ad, what are the main differences directly compared between the two? Great question. So boosted post, you are going to be able to broaden the engagement and reach, get it in front of more people, more eyeballs on a piece of content that is already posted and published exactly as it is. A paid ad is going to be something that you do inside of the ads manager, and that's really going to more so be where you get to play around with very specific targeting, lead traffic really outside of the native platform to a different place. That could be like a landing page, a website, a lead generation form, whatever that might look like for you. But that is going to be the biggest difference. So I always say, like, when I'm leading with strategy for small business owners that don't have a lot of a budget to work with when it comes to their paid ads, boosting is such a great option because it really has that like long-term gain, and you can do it in a way that you don't have to have so much knowledge about ads managers, how they work, targeting, and all of the stuff that can seem super overwhelming. You can really get started with just boosting something that's already performing well and see where that goes and go from there. Right? Does that make sense? That was like a lot.
Yeah.
Chris was like, I'll just let her talk about this. This is her wheelhouse.
I didn't find a way to get in the conversation, guys. Just yapping over here.
I'm a chatterbox. It's hard to live stream with me, I fear. Okay, so let's go ahead, and for this here, I'd love to add a little bubble behind because this is like our call to action. There's a couple ways that we can do this. If we really want to have something easy inside of under the text tab, under effects, you have your shapes, which you can do, and you can play around with a lot of different fun things here. The shape size, you can find something this looks very native too. We might have to get moved to the other side. Sorry, Alexio. I'm making Alexio work.
Thank you, SK.
So good.
Okay, so our call to action. So this is going to be really important because this is going to gear people to where we want them to go or what we want them to do as the next step. So having a way to really let this stand out is smart. When it comes to call to action buttons, Chris, when you're putting them in graphics, do you have like a signature style that you find we use a lot in our graphics?
Oh, that's a good question. For our call to actions, I think it's literally just looking at on my computer here. I think it's literally we do stuff like that.
Like a bubble.
Yeah, like a bubble.
It's exactly right. And I think like for me, I always think of like when it comes down to how people are natively using the platform, the closest you can get to the native look on like, let's say a platform like Instagram, the better that the post is going to perform. So you can do this as a way to do the button, and we'll just change the background so it really gives more of a vibe. I talked about this yesterday, but one of my biggest tips for call to action buttons, especially for a service-based business when you're, gearing traction towards a specific landing page or lead form or something, is definitely going to be making sure that you have a color that allows this to pop out. Like, so for us, this is our orange tone. Anytime we use this color of like fiery orange here, this is really like gearing our audience to know that this is an important thing that they need to pay attention to. So if you go on our website, another thing, we'll go to socialsstilettos.com. You'll see anything that's like where we want to bring traffic, we're always using that orange color as a call to action. So same thing if you go under here, you can see our call to action buttons are always orange, right? So that's a pattern you will find. That's a little tip and trick that I have for you all. So we'll go ahead and change the background here to have that orange call to action button, and I guess we'll also switch this to the correct font. That would be helpful.
It's about making those little moments with those colors that don't look like they should be in your brand kit.
I love that. Aw, stilettos for you. Okay, so let's go ahead and from this one, we're going to remove this all together. I'm going to show you guys a funner way to do the button. I am like such a button queen when it comes to the graphics. I love the way that buttons look, but I also love when you can make them kind of, again, follow that same standard shape, but have a little bit of a funner moment with them. So we're going to bring in this here, and we're going to turn up the corner roundness. Hold on a second. And bring this out. Turn up the corner roundness, and we're creating our own little button. So if we want to have a little bit more control, this is a really great way to do this as well. We'll go ahead and do the fill as orange, and maybe we'll do the outline as white. Actually, I wonder if white will even...
Our background's kind of already that color.
Maybe this pink will show up. I guess we'll see in a second. We might just remove it all together, but we'll see. Let's try flipping this for a second. Could be cute too.
That's a little better.
Thank you. The way that you so nonchalantly were like, that's a little better. Because see, this is us every single day.
You got me.
You guys. Okay, so let's make the background. Maybe we'll make it. What do you think of something like this, Chris?
Yeah.
Could be cute, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and we'll bring our little bubble of text in here. Oh, she's behind. Let's bring her to the front. And this is our layers panel on the side here for anybody new using Adobe Express. Such a fun way to just move things around.
Guys, if you notice, Brittany talked about her favorite keyboard shortcut being the layers one, where she can move the layers, and she didn't use it there.
I didn't use it because you know something? I'm going to use it right now. I don't know why. Whenever I'm on... No. This is my thing. Whenever I am on a live stream, you guys, this always happens to me where I go to press my shortcut and it doesn't work for me. And I don't know what it is because I use the shortcut every single day. Make it make sense. Is it Mercury retrograde?
I'm just giving her a hard time over here.
Literally roasting me. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and bring in our orange as the color. We need to change the font still, right? So why am I going to effects? I don't know. I hope you all are following.
And Jacob's saying, I know I'm here to mod, but I might actually book a call for your business and content help.
We love Jacob. Also, I've been talking about Jacob all week while we've been here. We love you, Jacob.
That's true.
And we're so happy that you're modding today. So, yay, Jacob.
Shout out, Jacob.
Okay, so chat, let's do a poll. Do we love the solid orange button, or do we love the pink with orange outline? Let us know. And while we're doing this, Chris, is there anything that you would do to tweak what we have going on here? Asking for a friend, me being the friend.
What would I do? Maybe for the iconic merch design package, maybe we use two different colors. Maybe we put a pink for the package or like pink for the iconic merch design.
Okay, so maybe this pink, that way we want people to see iconic merch design as like the main thing, right?
I also think we need one of our logos in here, don't we?
How could I forget? How could I literally forget the logo?
My gosh.
I don't have an answer. What logo should we put in where is the question.
Let's peruse, shall we?
Let's take a little stroll down yonder brand kits and logo files. Oh, now I see the drip and I'm like, do we add a drip or is the drip too much?
Drip could be cool. Maybe...
If I share this with you, do you want to take over?
Oh my gosh.
Literally us doing this all the time. Me adding Chris. Hold on a second. Hello?
Oh.
Team? Perfect. Okay. Sharing with Chris, we're going to flip over to Chris's screen.
Let's see.
Here we go. You can definitely see the aesthetic has changed. Okay.
All right. Let's play around, shall we?
This is where we're going to get really fun with the design because now Chris is taking over. I know, SK. I don't know how we missed the logo.
I know. That is crazy.
Bree says we're her fave and we need our own show. Bree, yes, please count us in. I would love to have a show. I've always said I feel that I am somebody who needs to be on reality TV. So.
She has one of those personalities, guys. If you've seen, we found her old YouTube channel the other day.
Guys, no, this is like serious. This is 2014 Brittany, old YouTube channel. She was a beauty blogger.
Gosh.
She thought she was a beauty blogger.
You were, what do you mean?
If you want to find it, Modern Meets Monroe on YouTube. Please don't embarrass me.
I wasn't going to out you, but...
It's okay. It's a good moment. It'll make you laugh. I definitely was super young. Okay. And there's a whole 4 subscribers, so don't come for me and all my friends.
Now let's just get you to blow up on YouTube in the big 2.5.
To a YouTube channel, like I have no idea the password or username to anymore. It's just literally floating in space. And I'm like, this is cool. One day when I'm famous, somebody's going to rotate these videos of me and it's all good.
What are we thinking for the button, guys? Did we ever get an answer on this?
Did we get it? I agree with the 2 different colors on the header text. Shelby, yes. Thank you for your feedback.
Oh, wait,
Pink and orange outline, Shelby said.
Pink and orange outline? Okay, bet.
I think that's what we mean for the button, right, guys? Yeah. Okay, are we settling on pink and orange outline? But you see, now that we have it, go back for a sec, Chris. And delete the other one.
This one?
Yeah, just for a hot second. Do you not think the orange stands out a lot?
Yeah, then maybe we should do...
Okay.
Maybe.
I'm trusting the process. I love the drip on the top. I'm obsessed with the drip. The drip is giving a dripping moment, and I love it. Here for the drip. Raise your hand in the chat if you're also here for the drip. I feel like these little elements sometimes like fill in the best space, and it kind of adds a little bit of character to something that we didn't know we needed. Right, Chris?
Yeah, for sure.
It's funny. I feel like when we were coming up with our brand design and identity for Socials and Stilettos, I don't know if I ever told you all this story. Like, grab a snack, get comfy for a second as we get ready to wrap up this stream in literally 10 minutes. But I'm about to tell you a story. So when we first came up with the Socials and Stilettos branding, can you believe that it was the most neutral, boho chic looking branding that you would ever see in your life? And I was so worried about just being myself online. This is like really, you guys, we're having therapy right now in the chat. I was so afraid of like being myself. And way back 10 years ago when I started Socials and Stilettos, I was literally a one-woman show, just a social media girly that was doing it all on her own. And, you know, it's funny to look back because I think like at the time, this was like the era on Instagram that there was a lot of like social media coaches and things like that starting to blow up in this space. And I was like thinking that I need to show up the way that everybody else was showing up. Because if I just showed up as my bold, bright, out of the box, pink self, that it would be too much for people and I wouldn't be taken seriously. And believe it or not, it was one of the most, like the worst mistakes that I ever made because I felt so disconnected from the branding. I felt so disconnected from the way that I was showing up online. So when we rebranded and we really like brought in some fun shades of pink, the drip, the orange, the really girly feminine, like out of the box, bold vibes that I always knew I really, really, really wanted, I was able to like start showing up in my reels the way that I really wanted to show up in. I was able to start like really feeling connected to every single thing that I was doing. So if somebody is listening in the chat and thinking, you know, or ever going through the same thing and feeling like they're a little worried because their branding or their vibe is different, I just want to like give you permission to do that, because it was literally the best move that I ever made. And I don't know why I want to cry right now, but like I think that everybody just exactly, Jacob, needs to lead with authenticity on social media, because your vibe is ultimately going to attract your tribe. And finding your people and finding that group of people is so much easier when you are just yourself. And your business is going to flourish and your community is going to flourish, because everyone's going to really feel that energy, that vibe, that connection to you and your authentic self. So, end of my TED Talk. Thank you for joining. How's it going, Chris?
I really don't know what I'm doing here.
I honestly love the background behind. I think is really cool. I mean, I love it. I think it looks great so far.
To me, this feels like really random here.
So is there somewhere else we would maybe put it? We could also always... What if we made it shorter to... Well, I mean, I do think we should put like never before. What do you think? If we can also show the attention insight feature too.
Absolutely. And
see how that's kind of like working out for us. One of my favorite features for anybody. SK says Chris is doing great.
Thank you, SK.
Attention insight, for anybody who doesn't know this, is really my favorite feature. If you are somebody who struggles with design, I want to say like hierarchy or understanding where things are popping or where people's attention are being drawn to, the attention insight feature is one of the literal best features, because it creates this cool heat map, which you can see on the side, that's showing us exactly where people are looking. And believe it or not, we have it in all the right places, right?
It's true.
We did a great job. Look at that. That is so awesome. And again, if you're not a designer or you're somebody who struggles with kind of knowing how people naturally will look at a graphic, this is such a great way to do this and such a great cool feature to lean into. So, yay. Okay. So I know we're like kind of still not finished fully with this design, right, Chris? But in the essence of time, should we show animating? Should we show the animation features?
Sure.
We can show how to make this like a really full-on animation and bring it to life in video form. I would always say, before you go and add your animations and all the things, use the attention insight feature first, right, Chris? Like finish your design first and then get into animation.
Yeah.
The newest animation features is zoom in, zoom out, which is really cool. That one looks great. My go-to is Pop or Bob. If I was in animation, I always say I would be Bob. You know? It's giving Bob. I love it. Nate says, I like how it kind of looks like a river. That is such a cool call out. I love that. And also, Brie, I love that you felt inspired by my little TED Talk. Thank you, guys.
Beauty.
I love it. It looks so great.
Get rid of you for a moment.
And also the layer
my
timing
little
at the bottom too is great. I love that.
Oh. Where's my spin?
I love this spin on the circle logo.
It's It's my favorite.
Bree says, I always look for the wobble.
The
Wobble and
wobble's
bob.
great.
We're like two peas in a pod, girl.
Here, how about we get a little wobble for...
Oh, we love a good wobbly moment. We're just showing you guys all the animations at this point. There is also a really cool feature at the top there that you can see animate all. I know Chris is like animating each individual thing, but if you're somebody who wants to just quickly add a little movement, not think too much about it, the animate all is such a great option, which you can see lots of different things to choose from.
We'll do popping and then I'll undo it because I kind of like how it looks right now.
I know, you're doing such a great job. All of my streams, Chris has hijacked these past 2 days. I've just given them, not intentional. He's just so great, and I just love giving him my things that I'm working on and saying, please help.
Yeah.
We need help.
We need help.
This looks so good, and this is animate all, right?
Yes,
Love
ma'am.
that.
There we go.
We
guys.
love a good animate all moment. I love it. SK says wobbly wobble.
Well, this is animate all. I just went back. There's animate all.
There's animate all. And also looks so great. Something that we want to show too is the resize feature.
Yes.
Which is so good. So we have this done and ready to go for the Instagram feed, but let's say we want to turn this into an Instagram reel or an Instagram story. The resize button up here, so great that we can go ahead and choose
Instagram
really any
story.
formatting, especially if you're repurposing your content to multiple platforms. This is super helpful. How many times have you created things, Chris? And I'm like, we need it for stories too. All the time.
Enough times, guys.
All the time.
Enough times.
And it's slight tweaking, right, Chris? Like, do you notice yourself having to, like, redo your entire design with resize?
No, well, sometimes. It's just resizing most of the time.
It's, like, just shifting. And I think, like, the resize feature itself is so intuitive, and for the most part, like, it doesn't deconstruct the entire design. You're like slightly needing to adjust things, like add a polishing touch again, but for the most part, chef's kiss and always doesn't disappoint.
Exactly.
I love this. This looks so good. I'm still so obsessed with these t-shirts. Like, the cat one is my literal favorite. I just can't, like, I can't even fathom that we generated it with Firefly still.
It took Amanda a moment.
It was literally us just working away in Firefly, just prompting away. And I think, like, when you have a vision and you have the prompts and the things, you can bring so much cool things to life, which is so amazing. I love the little icon behind Chris. That is such a cool moment. I love this. And with this story, we even have some, like, obviously some empty space as well. So we can always kind of, like, pull up more things to include if we wanted to as well, which is really cool. Or include more things, or just, like, increase sizing of things, which is so great.
Let me go. Maybe we... What do you think we should add?
I honestly think, like, I think it looks great for the essence of time. I think, did we resize the original or did we duplicate and resize? We might have to go back.
We resized the original.
Okay, so we'll go back and put it back to the original sizing.
We're gonna undo everything, guys.
Literally, don't ever forget to press duplicate and resize. That is literally the mistake we keep making all week.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to pop back into my screen for the last couple of seconds. Thank you, Chris, for doing this and for helping us finish this.
No problem.
What I really want to show you guys as we get ready to wrap up the first stream of the day, our service-based stream, is how to directly export to all of the integrated ads platforms available inside of Adobe Express. So if you didn't know this, right inside of Adobe Express, you can directly export to TikTok ads by pressing share, and you'll see it pops up here, TikTok Ads Manager. You just click it. You just double check you have everything included. It'll be like, it has to be a video, it needs to be this size, and it needs to have music. Once you've kind of pressed OK, you'll see that it directly starts exporting your video, and it sometimes takes a few minutes. So again, in the essence of time, we shall reload and stop the process. Perfect. Inside of add-ons, we also have the other features. So we have LinkedIn ads and we have Google ads as well that we can do direct exporting, which is so great if you are somebody who is using those actively already. It's directly within the platform. So LinkedIn, you just open, it brings up your add-on on the side here, almost like kind of gives widget, if that makes sense. It's like a little widget, like a little add-on, a little something on the side. And you can go ahead, title your creative, choose which ad account that you want it connected to. You can choose the file format that you want it done, and then you just upload it and it goes directly over there. Honestly, Google Ads here is my favorite. And I'm going to show you why, because there is so many other features outside of directly exporting that you can lean into from Google Ads. So let's go ahead and open this up. You're going to see that we have our images on the side here that are on our Google account already. So if we click them, it can bring your images in directly from your Google account right to your Adobe Express without you having to download or import, export, all the things. You also, under the text side, have all of your keywords, taglines, like branded sayings for your business that are on your Google business profile, which is so incredible. So if you want to bring in, like, this is one of our taglines there, helping beauty, fashion, and lifestyle brands. If we bring that in, it brings the text in, and then we can edit the text directly in here, which is so incredible. So if you're somebody who like doesn't want to copy and paste a bunch of your regularly used taglines from Google Ads, this is like such a cool feature. And like, again, building an iconic brand, like things that we say all the time, Toronto's go-to agency for elevating beauty, fashion, and lifestyle brands. Like, you can just bring in all of your tags, which is so cool. And then last but not least, you can export as well. So we can go ahead and title this design package. Then you can decide, do you want to do all or current? You can choose your file type. I think yesterday we settled that everybody is going with PNG for the most part. And then where you want to export it to. And then once you get into your ads manager on Google, the creative will be there for you. You don't need to import, export, run out a disk drive, nothing. That is like literally the notification that kills me every single day, is that I don't have disk drive space. So, right, Chris?
Yeah, it is.
So I'm just saying, the less we can export and have 30 million Adobe Express files inside of our computer, the better. And the same also goes with your calendar, which is great. So you can always share it to your content calendar. And then inside of your calendar, so if we go home for a second, we'll see our content calendar is right here. We also have our grid view now for Instagram, which is really cool. And then you can bring in your post like so, and they're good to go. So, as we kind of get ready to move into the next stream, we have a really cool video coming up next for you. Don't go far. Thank you, Chris, for all of your help with this graphic. Thank you all for hanging out with us, and we'll see you in the next stream, so don't go far. Before we walk both stilettoed feet into our next live stream, let's talk through our launch checklist and a little quick fire cheat sheet that you're going to want to keep in hand as you move forward with your ads campaigns. Before we even touch any ads manager or create any ads graphics at all, we're going to want to make sure that we're set up for success. So this is going to include making sure that all of our brand assets have been uploaded into Adobe Express, logos, fonts, colors, all the things, so that they're ready to go. You have your creative direction finalized, so you have an idea of what you'd like your ads creatives to look like. You have a very clear positioning for the product or service that you're promoting, and you know what the benefits are. You know how you're going to market this. You know how you're going to lean into your copy when it comes to your ads. You have the content captured, so photo content, video content, user-generated style content, all the content. We need all the things. And you have your offer or product or service ready to promote. So this is going to mean you're going to want to make sure that you have your landing page ready, or whatever it is that you need for people to take that next step when they find your ad and want to take action. Number 2, it's time to design your creatives. So this is where we get to jump into the fun part, which is actually bringing the designs and creatives to life, starting with really making sure that you have an idea of a template that is going to work for you inside of Adobe Express. There is so many templates to choose from, so make sure that you're choosing something that really fits your branding and your vibe and the overall purpose of the ad that you're trying to run. You're going to want to make sure that you add animations, motion effects, and headlines that are going to stop the scroll. So really think about what is going to catch people's attention. And speaking of intention, including attention-grabbing hooks and really goal-based call to action. So if you want people to shop, tell them shop through the link below, like making sure that that's clearly outlined on your campaign graphics or videos or content is going to be super important. Making sure that everything is sized correctly. Don't be afraid to lean into the resize tool inside of Adobe Express. This is one of my favorite things to do when I'm making sure that everything's sized correctly, and especially if I want to repurpose to other platforms or I plan on running my ads or content in more than one place. And then, of course, last but not least, don't be afraid to toggle on save zones, especially when you're working with Instagram ads, to make sure that everything is sized correctly and nothing that's important is getting cut off. Next, this is where we're going to polish and export, starting with making sure that your visuals are finalized and that all copy has been, checked and text proofed. That way that there's no grammar issues or spelling issues. Make sure that you have visual hierarchy. One of the best ways to do this is by using the Attention Insight feature, which we're going to show you when we walk through our end-to-end workflow again, but it is one of my favorite add-ons inside of Adobe Express. Making sure that you're exporting in the right resolution and formatting, that you're really keeping in mind what size dimensions things are going to be exporting so that your content is not compressed because the file is too big and then looks blurry or out of focus, or also just in case you haven't created it in the right size, that things are not getting cut off. Test different thumbnails or cover images and make sure that your call to action is always visible, and make sure that that landing page is ready to go or that everything is connected in a way that it's ready to promote. And now that all of that's done, it's time to publish and promote. This means we got to make sure that we have all of our ads managers connected to Adobe Express, especially if they're ones that we can directly export to. So this is going to include Google, TikTok, and LinkedIn ads at this time. Making sure that your ads creatives are being exported to all of the places that they need to go. Making sure that you have the right audience demographics and ads preferences selected for your ad, setting your budget and campaign duration. And when it comes to tracking, make sure that you have your pixels set up and everything connected so that you can really track the results of your ads. Now that your campaign's live, it's time to measure and refine. Making sure that you're paying attention to your analytics, what's working, what's not working, and really take the different information that the ads managers are giving you and keep track of it. If you've run an ad with a few different creatives behind it, see which ones are performing best. Adjust your targeting or your audience or your budgeting based on the results that you're finding. And make sure that your creatives are always being refreshed so that things don't get stagnant or old with your ad. There you have it. Everything that you're going to want to keep in mind when it comes to running ads. In our next stream, we're going to walk through our end-to-end workflow and everything that we've covered over the last 2 days. So grab your favorite snack, scan the QR code to grab your lunch checklist, and bring all of your burning ads questions, because this is where we're going to recap everything we've chatted about. Be social. Hey Adobe Live family, welcome back. This is our last stream of the boot camp. How are you feeling?
I'm sad.
I know.
I've had so much fun.
I know. And we've literally done 2 days of full live streams with you guys talking about how to make ads easy. For those of you just tuning in, my name is Brittany Megan. This is Amanda.
Hi.
Amanda is one of our social media managers on the Socials and Stilettos team. And tell us a little bit about your role, Amanda.
I do a little bit of everything, to be honest. Like
Fair.
you said, social media management. I do engagement. I do some graphics, which if you were here yesterday, you saw that me and Chris were doing that. Also the designing of the merch that we're doing ads for today.
That was Amanda's designs, y'all, with a little bit of help of Firefly. But that was Amanda's designs.
Yeah.
I love it. So this stream here, we're going to be walking you through basically a recap of everything that we've talked about for the last 2 days, how to recap, refine, and just consolidate your ads workflows. So we're going to be walking through everything from how we got ready to create our ads, how we actually created the ads, and then how we directly exported them and put them in ads managers and all the things inside of Adobe Express. So if you have any questions, please ask them. We had so many from the chat as well. So I think if we have some time at the end of the stream, I'd love to really sit and chat about some questions that we got. So we'll try to whiz through this for you. And please don't hesitate to ask any questions. Like, we are literally here for you today. So anything that we could do to help make your ads a little easier, we're your girls. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into Amanda's screen, and we're going to talk about brand kits. Right, girl?
Yes, so this is what we started with the other day. So we have our brand kit here. This is so important. If you want to have everything from your brand in one spot, we've got our logos over here. Can we view all? And
We're a little extra with the logos.
Yeah, we are, but we're here for it. We also talked about yesterday how we personally love to have like multiple logos just because it adds variety, especially when it comes to graphics. Which one's your favorite?
Oh my gosh, it's like asking me to choose my favorite child, girl. I think by default, it's like the Socials and Stilettos that says this one here, the marketing and
This
PR.
one?
No,
Oh.
one over.
This one.
Like, how dare you choose that child? That one there for sure. I think because it's just our icon for everything, and like I'm just emotionally attached to her.
Is this your firstborn?
Yeah, it's the firstborn, girl. It's the favorite.
I think my favorite are the S's, just
I
because
love
when
that.
it comes to like graphics, I always toss this guy in the corner, and it's so simple and just looks so clean. I love her.
I love that.
Let's go back.
So brand kits, we have so many in here. To be fair, like your brand kit, you might have one if you only have one business, but you can add so many, especially if you're working across a couple of different brands. Outside of brand kits, one of the main things that we talked about in our first stream yesterday was also light editing for photos and that feature. So do we want to walk through what we did there?
Yeah, we should. So let's go ahead and make a project. I think I put them in here.
All the brand kits.
Here they are. I feel like we should pick a photo that we didn't use yet.
I feel like any of the lifestyle-y ones are so cute. Like maybe the one of you and Lauren walking. Did you use that?
No. I'm going to go with this.
Okay.
I said,
Us
thank
all
you.
the time. She's like, how about no?
I like this one for the example because we can do some removing too.
True. Okay.
As we learned the other day that there's the remove tool, which is so awesome. If you go over here to adjust, there's just like basic edits here, which we talked about yesterday. Brightness, if it's looking a little bit too dark, just pop that up, which I am going to do.
What was like the first thing that I said to you when I saw this photo? Do you remember?
No.
I was like, I'm not a big fan of the grass.
Oh, yes.
So I'm excited about the remove.
She said, we don't like green. Get rid of her.
Like, it's not in our brand colors. The literal audacity of the grass being grass.
Like, can it not be pink? Sharpen. my fave girly over here. We'll add some saturation too, just to pop up the colors a little bit more. Okay, let's remove this grass.
Yay! I love it. No green, Jacob. Not a fan of the grass. Like, Socials and Stilettos, this is how I love to explain it. It is very, like, in the city vibes. So any literal speckle of green grass just feels like it doesn't fit our branding. And honestly, like, I just feel like imagine that just being pavement. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right?
I can do that for you.
Okay, I'm here for it.
Where's the remove?
Bye, grass, Nate says. Hi, Ryan.
Why do I not remember where this is? Erase?
No.
No, this is so weird.
Hold on a second. Maybe close. Is it linked to something?
No.
It should go over. Should be over here.
That's so strange.
Is it? Hold on a second. Is it maybe we need to pull in one from the photos?
Let me try this again.
It might be Mercury in retrograde.
Yeah, what?
Again.
Okay, should I just upload one maybe and try from there?
Let's try it that way. It says linked assets, so I really don't actually understand what that one means. I feel like there is probably a reason. Maybe someone in the chat knows what we're doing wrong. We literally did it yesterday.
Yeah.
SNS in the City is literally our album name for our Toronto City photos, Brie. She's a socialista at heart. I feel it.
For the sake of time, I just tossed this in here.
Okay, and it worked. I saw it. Perfect.
Remove.
It was just keeping us humble. It was keeping us humble for a hot second, but we figured it out.
Okay. Crusty background. Peace out.
Bye.
Toodles.
Thanks for stopping by. Toodaloo. We won't see you later, alligator. Not in a while, crocodile. I think we're heading to Lululand on this trip.
Not more grass.
It's a no for me, Express.
Okay, wait. There's some pavement.
Okay.
That's bad.
Generate more.
I'm dead.
It's literally like, actually, you're keeping the grass.
Let's give you more grass.
We get it. The grass was too sparse. I'm dying. This is hilarious.
But, to be fair, it did do a good job of removing the crustiness.
It did. Okay, pavement. Okay, pavement. We see you. I love it. Okay.
I'm going in really quick to just
clean it up
Should
even
I
more.
ditch the car? I feel like I should ditch the car.
I mean, we could try. I wonder what they're going to put there. Nate's like,
More
we
grass.
got extra grass. Ryan's like, greener pastures. I'm just saying, Ryan, I'm not holding you legally responsible for the grass. But ever since you came into the stream, we're having a problem with it generating grass. So, and Ryan likes the grass. So, I mean,
It made it a nicer car.
it's like, actually, I have an idea. Wait, was that your car or Lauren's?
That was a stranger's car.
Okay, it was like hating on the stranger's car. It's like, maybe not.
Do we have an opinion of which side of the car we prefer?
I mean, I feel that car,
This one?
no, the other one, is giving bad and bougie.
Okay, let's keep her.
I like it. Okay.
Beautiful.
Here for it.
Anything else we want to edit? I feel like we're good.
I think that this is good. Honestly, like, just knowing that these features exist is so great, I think. I wonder if, while we're here,
What?
we show the background remove tool, too.
Oh,
Just,
yeah.
like, not knowing why I'm finding this so
I
funny
have
right
no
now.
idea.
Just actually finding it hilarious that I can't get over the fact that it literally brought a whole different car and grass to the party. Express actually brings the vibes to the function.
You after hearing that phrase once?
Not like me being a full millennial and our whole team basically being like Gen Z, other than Abby, our other designer. And the amount of lingo and saying that I have like learned from you guys, mind boggled.
I feel like I've learned a lot from you too, to be fair.
Fair.
Let's remove
Fair
her.
enough.
Right here, guys.
I love it. This looks so good. So we fixed the background to remove it. Perfect.
Bye,
love.
background.
See you later, not ever.
And look how good it did with the hair, too.
I love that it kept the
Like
integrity
what?
of your curls. Like literally the few little pieces that were like just sticking out. Great job.
It
Here
did such
for
a
it.
great job. I love it.
I love this. So good.
So, yeah, that's like some editing that you can do in Adobe Express. Again, beautiful that everything is all in one place.
And you
And
don't
yeah.
have to leave the platform, like, which is so great. One of my favorite things is that some of our favorite Firefly-powered tools are readily available for you inside of Adobe Express, and the Adobe Express team is always pulling features that everybody's loving from other places and bringing them into one spot so that you're not popping around to a million different places, which is so cool. So
The best.
this was stream number 1 yesterday. We really dived into setting up our creative kit and creative brand kit, if you will, making sure all of our photos, creatives, video assets, everything was ready to go. We're going to pop into my screen now where we're going to talk about commercial safe use, and creating with confidence, I think, is the most important thing when it comes to really like putting together things that you're going to be using in ads. The biggest tip that I can have for you is that you want to make sure that everything you're doing, you do have the rights to use. I think that that's something that I was talking about this story yesterday, but like a lot of people don't realize usage rights are actually a thing. And they'll like pull photos from Pinterest. They'll pull like literally my first logo. I outed myself yesterday, you guys. I had no idea. Pulled just like an illustration of a girl in stilettos off of Google and threw socials and stilettos over top of it, and quickly learned that you can't do that. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I ever did that. And I was literally stealing someone's work, and I did the worst thing that you could possibly do, but there's not a lot of education around this. So commercial safe, let's jump into my screen here. We showed yesterday how Adobe Express has so many incredible stock images to choose from. There's literally stock images for days. If this will open for me. Let me reload. When in doubt, reload it out is my saying. So, look at this here. We have some really cool stock imagery here that we were able to find. The stock image library is so incredible, and I think that ultimately at the end of the day, so we're going to go to media, and then you can see photos, videos, audio, all commercially safe, all stock free. Commercially safe, stock, royalty-free images. I don't know, something along that line. They're safe to use in your ads, you guys. Is where I'm going with this.
Like, this is too many words
Too
for
many
my
words.
brain.
Brain is not braining, words are not wording, but it is commercially safe is where we're going with this. So very easy. You can pop in here and you can search for literally anything that you're looking for. So I'm just going to type in t-shirt rack as an example, and we'll see what pops up. All incredible options, especially if you're somebody who is getting started and maybe on a budget or don't have a huge production budget, or maybe you're somebody who doesn't have the images you need to create the promotional assets you're trying to create for your ad. This is a really great tool to lean into and can be super helpful, especially for service-based businesses. I do find that if you're a product-based business, you kind of need your own products. That I will say.
Your own product photos?
Yeah, I do think. Like, you're not going to be able to create a fully authentic ad that really sells what you're trying to sell if you're a product-based business owner by using stock, but it could be really helpful in the background. Like, we've seen, like, for example, let's say I'll show you here. Let's say I'm going to create a new page, same size. clouds as an example. I know Amanda has done some really cool graphics like this before where you find like a cute little cloud moment, for example, right?
Yeah. I made a graphic with like a clothesline and I needed sky for the background. So that's literally what I did. So easy.
And this is like such a great way to find what you need and like really lean into that and grab the different elements that you need. And not have to worry about, again, it being something that is not commercially safe. So let's say that we want to use that background and we want to drop in our image. We could do like a cute little moment, do a little animation here and call it a day, right? Like something cute like this. I won't go through, I will save you guys from going through the whole design process, but just to kind of get the brain braining and the wheels turning, this is a really cool way that you can use stock imagery. Same with video. The video library is so great. So we can see clouds here and we can like hover over to get an idea of what the video is going to be.
I feel like I should do the clothesline for when we go into the graphic editing.
I love it.
While we're here, you know.
Here for it.
Yeah,
100%. Okay, so clouds, maybe, I don't know, girl. Do you like these first clouds?
Oh, we're way up in the sky.
We're like really going home to Toronto at this point. Okay, so we'll get that in there, delete this, and how cool is that? It kind of gives waves, kind of gives ocean.
I'm kind of obsessed.
It's kind of cute, right?
Our merch takes you to different places.
Not Amanda coming up with a full tagline,
Our
right?
merch. You'll be flying in our merch.
I'm dying. Okay, so new features, new animations. I'm looking for zoom in and zoom out. Do we see her?
It's in the combo.
Oh, like
For
here?
loop, yeah.
Okay, hold on. Oh, there we go. Zoom in and then zoom out we have as well.
This merch has us on cloud 9.
Yay!
That was not me, girl.
Oh.
I can't take the credit. Mine was, our merch takes you to
away.
different places.
Oh. Our merch takes you away. I love it, Maggie. Okay, so example here, zoom in, zoom out, really cool. You guys know me, I'm a Bob girly, so we could just have it floating through the clouds as so. Cute little moment. It's giving Bob. I love it. Another really cool thing when it comes to creating commercially safe is the audio. So one of my favorite things about Adobe Express's audio library, besides the fact that it's commercially safe and you don't have to worry about getting a little notification from your ads manager or from Instagram or from literally any social platform saying that you can't run this as an ad because it's not commercially safe, I felt like we needed a slow zoom as I was going on that rant. The slow zoom in, just like me ranting. You know, this is all commercially safe, so you don't have to worry about that. And another thing is if you've ever posted a video on Instagram and then months later, a few days later, a few weeks later, seen that little bubble that pops up saying audio not available, and you also had a voiceover on the music, with the music playing, this is a really great way to avoid that. Always use commercially safe music. It might not be trending per se, but these are definitely trendy beats and are really great as background noise or background music in your videos. So another thing with the music library is that the descriptors for the titles of the music is so helpful. Like if we wanted to really pop in and go, pop, for example, we wanted something that was in the pop region. You can see here that it's literally titled the way that it would sound. So metal pop snap stress 4.
That is the most specific thing I've ever heard.
Right? It is just really descriptive. We love a good descriptive moment. Sorry, Alexio. Not Alexio coming in to save the day. Thank you, Alexio. Saving the day because we didn't warn him saying we had audio coming into the chat. Here we go. Let me play again. Metal Pop Snap Stress 4. Okay, so let's also go from this side here. We're going to see we have the pop category somewhere here. Should be. hip hop, jazz, pop. Here we go. We have a little happy birthday loop. Maybe somebody wants a t-shirt for their birthday, right? We can do that. Pop. Let's see. View all. Happy birthday, upbeat. A million stars. Do you have headphones on your side, girl? Let me play again. It's a little slow. This is like, don't steal my audio, y'all, or we're gonna have problems. But this is my audio I'm always choosing.
This one?
Yeah. Healthy business loop. I don't know why. It's just my audio.
You and I have a business and I'm healthy.
Yeah. It's giving healthy business.
It's serving healthy business vibes.
Literally. Okay. And then another thing that I really would love to show you, we'll do this in a new page here. Hold on. Is that we can generate images and everything inside of Express, which is so great. So this, we're going to go to, should be able to go to, hold on a second. Generate image here right inside of photos. We're going to do square. And you can see that it brings it in. We can resize it where we want it to be. If I want it to be the whole page, I'm just going to stretch this out a little bit. And let's just say we want white canvas tote bag on a pink seamless backdrop paper. Pink seamless backdrop. Not me trying to type live. Backdrop paper. We can go ahead and generate this, and it's going to come up with a really cool, commercially safe image for us to use from. You might have to play around with your prompt. You might have to generate a few times, but it is a really cool feature to use if you are somebody who, again, is trying to generate something that you don't currently have.
Yeah.
Right? Or you don't want to spend a lot of time looking through, let's say, the stock image library is also super helpful. You can also insert objects, which I always love to do. So we'll do pink notebook. We did this yesterday. And I'm going to just do this because I want it to kind of be going off the side here. So let's see what it comes up with. We'll keep our fingers crossed for the generative gods, and hopefully they give us what we're looking for.
How specific can this get?
Pretty specific, I feel. But, I mean, at the same time, I think you don't want to, like, overcomplicate your prompts because then you're not giving it room to generate something that it can just, like, pull from what's already there and generate something that, like, feels like it would naturally fit, right? So we have some, like, really cool ways that we can do this. And I was explaining yesterday, too, my husband's business, he does custom t-shirt design and things like that. He had created, like, baby shower gifts for somebody, and it said future gamer on the onesie. So I, like, inserted a gaming controller in the photo because I was like, this would be so cool to, like, bring that in, right? So there's lots of different fun things that you can do when it comes to creating with confidence and being commercially safe. But as we're moving through our end-to-end workflow, I'm going to hand this back to Amanda to show us a little bit of graphic design.
Okay, let's get into it. As I was saying earlier, I think we should do the clothesline. I'm just feeling those vibes.
I love it. And also not us keeping Alexio on his toes, making him move the screens back and forth. I hope nobody's getting, like, vertigo here.
Let me in.
I'm so excited.
Not working?
It's Mercury in retrograde. Again.
Girl.
Maybe refresh. That's my go-to always.
Okay.
When in doubt, refresh it out.
Okay, let's go. I think I'm gonna do a similar t-shirt.
I love it.
Or a sweatshirt that you did.
I'm so excited.
How many should we do on this clothesline, guys? 3?
3? Are you doing one clothing line or 2?
I'm just gonna do 1 for the sake of time.
What about 1? That way it's like the main character. Where you think 3?
We'll do 1.
Okay.
Let's do this guy. So we're gonna remove this background. Super simple.
I love the background remove tool. I feel like we've just really used and abused this feature over this boot camp.
Come on, girl, work with me.
Sometimes you gotta give her a second. This is a great time to get a snack when it's loaded. But sometimes you like get up to go get a snack and you're like, oh, it's done. And then you sit back down.
It's Mercury.
In retrograde again.
I think my computer is tweaking.
You want to use mine?
I'm gonna refresh it again.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
I'm like, you want to use mine? As if that's gonna help.
Girl, I might have to. Little swapperoonie over here.
A little swapping moment. Also, now I feel naked. I have no computer. Emotional support. Thank you. That is crossing wires and giving Alexia a literal panic attack back here.
Okay, maybe this will work. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Okay, we need the screen. Brands. Let's go to the pictures. Toss that back in. I'm like, don't do this.
Me not know.
Remove that background.
What was that?
Is yours working over there?
No. Hold up. Okay, I have an answer.
You have an answer?
I have an answer. We're going to copy the one with the background removed from another project. Can you share that with me, girl? Mm-hmm. Share that with team.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Here, pass this over.
Back to Amanda.
I'm gonna just copy this.
I have this here too.
We have some t-shirts in here that I could just snatch.
Perfect. We're gonna take you. Watch the copy and paste not work right now.
Stop.
Okay. Hello? Okay. Yes? No? Yes!
Yes. Okay, beautiful.
Okay, perfect.
She's in! Round of applause.
Oh, I feel that this might be our most chaotic live stream, so I hope everyone is following.
For real. Okay, let's go to... Do you think we'll have a sky in here?
I love the sky. For a clothing line, I feel a sky would be so cool.
I feel like I should do a video.
I love it with the movement.
Mm-hmm.
I love
sky.
That. Mm-hmm. Try clouds.
Clouds?
That's what I did. When in doubt, cloud it out.
I like her.
I love that one. That is giving clothing line vibes.
It is.
I love it. I can see the vision.
That's like the first time that sentence has ever been said.
What?
It's giving clothing line vibes. Original experience.
We promised you guys a show.
Okay. Let's search up line. See what we can find in here.
Do you just choose like any line, or do you look for like specifically a clothing line?
I think you can use anything. Can you draw on here actually?
I don't think so.
Okay. Let's search up clothing line and see if we can find one.
It could work to do the one at the top too, and then just cover the little sticky notes with the t-shirts.
Was I in Elements?
Elements.
Which one?
Like one of the ones with the little sticky notes, and maybe cover it with the t-shirts. I don't know. Will that work? No, because then you need the clips, right?
I do need the clips.
Okay.
Let's just do this.
Cute. It's giving rope.
It's giving rope. It's not giving clothing line today. But
I love it. We're clothing line on a budget.
Yeah.
Called DIY.
All right, pop her up there. Let's go back to Elements. And what are these clothespins?
Clothing
Pins?
Clothes
Clothespins?
Something like that. Oh, cute.
Clothing pins? Clothespins? Okay, I'm gonna do this.
And crop.
Yes.
Obsessed.
Okay. Let's do the front. I'm gonna do this one.
I like never seen you create this before, so I'm kind of excited. Cute.
Pop her in there like that.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, this one's big.
That's so cute.
Actually, they're all kind of big. Let's make these smaller.
I love this.
Aww.
How cute is she? What if we add an animation to the t-shirt?
Oh, 100%.
Would that be too much?
No, 100%. I'm going to select these and see what we can do here. Whoa, wind.
Oh!
Oh, wait, where are they? They're flying off the
What if you group
clothesline.
them? What if you group them?
I'm dead. Not this being here just for us.
Literally.
Wait, where did it go?
Loop?
Wind
Oh.
is gone.
Wind, come back.
Wind said, I'm out of here.
She was keeping
That's-
us humble.
Guys?
Is it down more?
Okay.
There we go.
So it didn't work when we grouped them, though.
Huh, interesting.
It is interesting.
Okay, well, maybe not.
What else do we have?
Not yo-yo. What about,
What about Bob?
also, what if just
I'm gonna name my firstborn child Bob.
Bob?
Where is Bob? Is she in loop? Yeah.
Ryan said it was just getting reeled in to be taken off the line and folded.
Yeah, for real.
Wind will be back.
I don't mind the Bob.
Ah, Bree says swipe in and wind out, maybe?
Let's try it.
Let's try that. Hi, Annika.
Slide in.
Annika! How are you?
We can't do wind out, unfortunately.
Ryan says, I feel like not selecting the pins and just adding a wiggle to the shirt could maybe work. True.
Oh!
I feel that I'm traumatized from that exact moment.
Okay. What about wind for just the shirt?
Is there a way to control the setting on the wind? Sometimes you have that option.
Oh.
The way we literally just paused in time to watch that is hilarious.
Oh, she's gone. Wait, why do I kind of love it?
that? Like, sorry, it's giving Wizard of Oz and the tornado. I love that for us. It's giving like there's no place like home.
Wait,
It's
like,
giving, yeah, the Wizard of Oz.
is anybody else on board with this, or is it just me? I'm keeping this.
It's giving like we were having a literal windstorm and the t-shirt fell off the clothing line and is going into the neighbor's yard.
Imagine if we had a bunch of them and they're all just...
This is so good though, girl.
No, I'm obsessed with it.
I'm
here for this.
This was so fun. Do we want to show some of the graphics that you did yesterday with Chris to give a good idea of like ads graphics? I think when we are looking at ads graphics, something that I will say is like making sure that you have everything in place. Attention insight was a feature that you really leaned into. No matter what you're designing, you kind of need to have that tagline or hook in there in your call to action. The caption, we got a question yesterday asking about where can I put more information. The caption's a great place to lean into. Do we want to show attention insight again?
Yes, and also don't forget, guys, that there's the safe zones up here.
So good. We love safe zones.
Yeah, here it's on Instagram portrait post. So like whatever is inside this blue square is what's going to be showing on the feed. So that's really a great tool. Attention Insight is over here on Add-ons. If you search it up, Attention Insight, the eye. Just click open, and yeah, this is going to show you with a heat map where people's eyes are being drawn to on your design. You just select what you're testing, add.
And it takes a second, but it's one of the best features to lean into. We showed it in the last stream as well. I think we've showed this like 3 or 4 times. And every single time we show it, somebody's always like, I didn't know that this existed. So,
I mean, I didn't either, to be fair.
I can't live without this. I can't live without this. This is so helpful, especially if you're somebody who by nature is not like a designer, if that makes sense. Like we are very much social media girlies, so being able to lean into a tool that's giving us a really good idea of like design hierarchy and how things are grabbing attention, literally is really such a great tool to lean into.
And would you agree with this heat map?
I would.
I would too.
I would. And you know, it's funny because that big stiletto logo in the corner, like you would think that that would be the main character, because when you really, really look at the graphic for a few minutes, I think that that does pull your eye. But on first glance, that's not the first thing that your eye is leaning to.
Yeah, which is so fascinating. Nate also said, remember to use opacity to remove the white in the basket. Can I touch on this really quick?
Yes.
So when I removed the background of this basket, it was still white inside here. So I just went into opacity and clicked multiply, and that got rid of it. Thank you so much, Nate.
I love that. Nate, look at you coming through. Do you want to join us on this stream? I love it.
But yeah, this is perfect.
I love it. Amazing.
Anything else we want to cover graphics-wise?
I think like just having a good variety, the resize tool we kind of already went through a little bit. Do you have the version resized at the bottom already, or an example that we could show?
Let me just resize it, to be honest. We'll do Instagram story.
And the resize tool is like super helpful. Don't forget to press duplicate and resize when you do. Did you do duplicate and resize? Literally us all stream has not been doing like duplicate and resize, every single person. But don't forget to press on the bottom. You're going to see when you go to resize, it says duplicate. We'll get Alexia to flip us to the other side. Duplicate and resize.
I'm not going to lie. I didn't know this existed until this moment. I've been wondering what you've been talking about, and now I get it. I'm just gonna show myself out.
Girl! The door.
Look at that. We have both versions.
And here's the thing, though, you guys, is like what my favorite part about this tool is, and like also Adobe Express is that we're having multiple pages of products in different aspect ratios and sizes, and we don't have like 1,000,002 different files populating around Adobe Express on our projects page. So love it. Nate says learning on the go.
Amazing.
Okay. Amazing. So now that we're kind of here, let's pop back into my screen, and I'm going to show you direct exporting right inside of Adobe Express. So just a reminder and recap for anybody that's popping in so far. what we have done is we're walking through our end-to-end workflow for ads creation right now. We started with setting up our brand kit. We talked about creating with confidence and using commercial safe stock photos, music, generative tools, all the things. Amanda just showed a little bit about graphics creation, which is super helpful in making sure that your graphic is grabbing attention in all of the right places when it comes to your ads. And now we're going to pop into my computer and I'm going to show you what to do once you actually have all of these things ready to go. And don't go far because we have some freebies for you at the end that you're going to want to stick around for. So popping back into my computer, we're going to go ahead and open up the graphic that I had created in the last stream with Chris and show you some direct exporting here. So I don't know if you saw the finished.
I didn't. This is so cute.
Isn't it giving cute? Isn't it giving iconic?
It's giving cute.
It's giving iconic. Okay, so when you're in here and you have your designs ready to go, you've done all the hard part. Now it's really about getting it where it needs to live. There's a couple of different directly integrated ads managers tools that you can really lean into. So currently inside of Adobe Express, you can export directly to TikTok Ads Manager, Google Ads Manager, and LinkedIn Ads Manager, with more to come very soon. If you're doing meta ads, the safe zones, we've talked about this, is going to be really important to lean into. You can toggle those on and off right up here. But when it comes to direct exporting, if you're wanting to directly export to TikTok, you just go press the share button and it's there. You'll see this pop up, read through, make sure that your ad is ready to go. Once it is, press OK, and then it's going to directly export this right into your TikTok Ads Manager. I'm going to reload because I want to show you them all. And then we can also go into the add-ons feature. Am I in the right page? Where did my design go? Hello? Hello?
Could it possibly be Mercury?
I think that it is Mercury. We're going to go back.
I feel like we need like a compilation of you saying
Mercury
this.
is in retrograde.
Yeah.
Consider it done. Look what I'm editing on the plane. Okay, so add-ons is here. We can go ahead and access our add-ons this way, also from the home screen. Funny enough, the synchronicities here is if you go to add-ons from the home screen, press all, you're going to see there's a button that says Ads Made Easy. Love it. You can click that and you'll be able to find LinkedIn ads and Google ads. You can bring both of those in. Any of the features that we've spotlighted during this 2-day boot camp, you'll pretty much be able to find here. Attention Insight is here. You'll also be able to find the TikTok Symphony Assistant, which we didn't cover in this reel, but if you go back yesterday to direct exporting is a great tool. TikTok Symphony Assistant basically allows you to access trending music from TikTok and bring it into your editing workflow inside of Adobe Express. And that way you can use trending TikTok audios inside of your content. We can't show it live on stream because YouTube will literally shut this stream down. So anyways, back to our home screen. We're going to go back into our design. And what we're going to do is export it to, I'll show you exporting to LinkedIn, super easy. We'll go ahead and open up this add-on. You'll just name your design, merch design package as example. I'll copy this so I don't have to type it out later. You can choose what kind of file format that you want and then press upload, and then it's going to export and send it right to your LinkedIn Ads Manager. So this is going to save you the disk drive space like we've been talking about for the past 2 days, because how many times a day do we complain about our disk drive, girl?
All the time, and my computer has been crashing.
Literally. So. If you have tips about the disk drive other than an external hard drive, because that gives me anxiety, help a girl out, let a sister know. Direct exporting has kind of been my go-to right now, so I don't have to keep 1,000,002 different files on my computer.
It's so great.
It's so helpful. And then we'll show Google as well, which we kind of went through in our last stream as well, but Google Ads, also a great add-on populating up on the side here. Google Ads is definitely my favorite favorite direct exporting tool inside of Adobe Express, because I think that the integration and the way that you can not only export but like pull from your Google Ads Manager is so helpful. So you can see here we have images from our Google Ads Manager that I can just literally drop in. Same with the text, any of our important text assets, so taglines, sayings, things we're known for as an agency, things that are often used inside of our ads managers as call to actions or, keywords is all in here. So we can pop it in and literally just click any of them and it'll bring it right in, and we can customize the text and work with it however we need.
I love that.
Right? Like, stop thinking about how do I say that again? Or like, what is the keyword again? What is it saying? How does it, typos, all the things. Anyways. And then we have exporting directly here. So you can go ahead, name, you can choose, do you want the current page, all pages, and then do JPEG or PNG. And then where you want to export it to, and then simple and done like that. Now, if you are looking to bring your ads, I want to say ads like this, because this is like not only for ads, but really anything that you're creating inside of Adobe Express into your content calendar. You can connect all of your main social media platforms here inside of Adobe Express. You can see here we have Facebook, X, or Twitter. I still feel like it's weird to say X.
I know.
I'm not there yet.
I know.
Instagram, LinkedIn, Pinterest, TikTok. You can add them all in, and you can add up to 3 profiles per account, which is incredible. You can also create shared calendars, which is super helpful. So this calendar here I've shared with the entire Socials and Stilettos team, and they have access to that one to be able to drop in projects that they're working on. And again, less exporting, everything's in one place. Everybody is understanding what's going on at any given time. There's also some really cool content ideas in here provided by Adobe Express, and even some of them have templates that you can use as well, which is really great for your content. And newly launched the grid view, which is my personal favorite. This is going to let you have a live preview of what your feed is going to look like as your designs and content and projects start rolling out, but also is going to pull information from what's been posted up until this point. So that was a lot.
That was loaded.
That was literally a lot. We have about 4 minutes left in this stream. I'd love to ask the chat, do you have any questions? And there's also some really great questions that we got on Instagram that I really wanted to take a second to go through together. So let's talk about this together, Amanda. First of all, let me ask you, what was your favorite takeaway from this boot camp? What was your favorite moment?
My favorite moment? I honestly loved those little flying t-shirts that we just did.
The best for last.
That's sticking with me.
I feel like, honestly, my favorite thing was probably like really diving into the exporting. I think that a lot of people got overwhelmed with ads managers, and the more that we can kind of simplify this process, the more that we can all kind of like really just keep running both stilettoed feet on the ground with our businesses, which is great.
I'm just dying at like the difference in our answers.
You're like,
I'm like, I like the flying shirts.
and I'm like, I love the exporting. Okay, questions from the Adobe Live Instagram that we're gonna go through. How can I make my ads different from others but still eye-catching? What would your answer to this be, Amanda?
See.
How can I make my ads different from others but still eye-catching?
Do you want to take this one away?
I would love to. I think that your brand kit is going to play a really big part in this. Do you not feel like my first reaction to this is like, you can honestly make the same exact formatted ad as somebody else, but your brand elements, your brand imagery, your videos, your assets are what's going to make it look so different. So I think that when it comes to making eye-catching ads, I think really leaning into your brand identity is super important, and keeping it fun and keeping it authentic to what you do.
Yeah, that's so true.
I love it.
No comments.
I love it. How can I target multiple audience in one niche for an ad? Great question. So you can definitely set up different targeted audiences inside of your ads managers depending on which one you're going with. So if we talk about the most common, which would be like Meta ads, for example, you can create and save different audiences and different niches in different locations and different demographics all inside of there, and then just slightly switch and choose as you're running your ads. So hopefully that answered the question.
I think so.
Okay, this is a great one for you, Amanda. How can I turn a viewer to a lead magnet or into a follower? So somebody who just sees your ad or your content, how can you get them to follow you or to become a lead?
Well, CTAs,
right?
Call to actions is like the most important thing ever, because it's like you don't understand how many people just need to be told what to do. Like, I feel like that's something that people forget. Like, people need to be told what to do.
It's true.
And, like, be led in the right direction. So, like, if they see an ad and there's not anything, like, specifying where they need to go or what they need to do, like, they're just going to scroll past it and never think about it again. But if you're like, hey, like, click this link or do this or do that, like, it's going to stick in their brain a little bit more. So make sure you have call to actions.
It's so true. Okay, so those are a few questions that we got. As we get ready to wrap this up, I'm going to pop some things up, some freebies for you on screen as promised. So let's go ahead, and this that you're going to see on the screen here is our high converting ads cheat sheet. So this is going to give you some call to action examples and some hooks and some wow, words are not wording, some suggested ads formats for you to pull from when you are creating your ads. So we'll go ahead, 3, 2, 1, go ahead and scan that QR code. Second little freebie for you here is a launch checklist. This is going to run through checklist. Step-by-step checklist of everything that we covered in the boot camp so that you can check off as you go and little reminders to keep with you along the way. And last but not least, we do have a certificate for you all that you can go ahead and scan this QR code right here. I'm giving all the QR codes. Don't worry, this will be available on the replay. You can go ahead and scan this and then remix the certificate and make it your own. Thank you all so much for spending 2 full days with us and helping make ads easy. We really hope that you were able to take away so much from this boot camp. We love you and have an incredible rest of your day, y'all. Stay social.
Bye.